Day 2 of practice here at the FLW Tour event on Kentucky Lake. If you're looking for a new name to put in your picks, we all hear about the Rose and the Haynes. I'm going to suggest this man right here, Michael Wooley, coming off 2 7th-place finishes, one at Pickwick just a couple weeks ago, and also in the Rayovac that was here earlier. I think you finished 7th in that one. Okay, and check this guy out. He knows a lot about this lake. I have covered him here several times. Michael, just give us kind of the lay of the land. I'm sure it's going to be a ledge fishing fest.
Oh, absolutely. You know, they're going to be ledge fishing from as far as you can go south to as far as you can go north, in the middle, all between. So,
tell me, I covered you several years ago in a Rayovac here, and it was all like, at that time, the south end had a lot of grass in it. It was all about grass, and a lot of the fishing was done on that end. As I understand it, that grass is gone now and things are spread out.
Yeah, back in 2007, 2008, it was just, there was so much grass down there, it was getting to look like Gunnersville, and it just the bass population exploded down there because of all the hydrilla, and I mean, that's where everybody wanted to fish then, because it was just all the giant bags were coming in. But yeah, since then we've had a lot of floods over the years and it's washed a lot of it out. But there's still a little grass down there right now, but it's not near what it was, and I don't think it'll be much of a player.
Tell me about anything abnormal about water levels, water clarities, water temperatures. You know, is this just a typical summer here?
Yeah, right now it is. About 2 weeks ago, we had a big flood right after the tour at Pickwick, and the water jumped up above Summer Pool, probably 2 feet, and it kind of scattered some of the schools out, made some of them smaller, but there's still a lot of schools still out.
Now, ledge fishing is your thing. That's what you like to do. That's your favorite type of game to play.
Oh yeah, that's over the years. I've probably been doing it for 5 or 6 years now. But that's just what I really become love to fish. And growing up on the Tennessee River, you know, Pickwick and Kentucky Lake, you know, you gotta ledge fish if you want to compete against these guys.
And you're a rookie on tour this year?
Yeah, this is my first year on the tour.
And you've been waiting for Pickwick and Kentucky Lake to come to your backyard to play your game, and now it's happening.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in it for 4 or 5 years, and it just happened that this year I had the financial, you know, the money to do it, and couldn't ask for a better schedule to do it the first year. So,
coming off Pickwick with some pretty high finish there, I imagine you're going to be employing some of the same strategies and lures in this one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, pretty much all the same baits I use at Pickwick, I'll use at Kentucky Lake. You know, your crankbaits, your worms, spoons, I mean, all that kind of stuff. So,
fishing will be scattered from the dam. I mean, it'll be throughout. I know a lot of guys are very relieved to be at Kentucky versus Pickwick because there's a lot more room here.
Yeah, I mean, you got literally probably 100 miles of ledges you can fish here, and being that we're in the middle, you can go either way you want to go. And
let me ask you this: mega schools. We always hear about mega schools. Everybody's idling around for mega schools, and at Pickwick, we heard a lot about mega schools. Are mega schools in play here at Kentucky Lake?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's definitely probably, I can think of 10 or 15 mega schools right now, but the problem with mega schools are they're obviously fine, and, you know, that puts a lot of boats on top of those, and everybody will be fighting over those schools. So there'll be a little crowd and issue going on this week, but for the most part, everybody should be pretty spread out.
In terms of looking for those, same thing here, not much fishing going on, just all looking.
Yeah, most of the time I look and I mark them and keep eye on. You know, if it's a school I know that a lot of people know about, I'll stand up and just see how they're biting or what baits they want to bite, and that kind of keys me in on the schools that I see that I think less people will find. Okay. And I just mark them and keep on going.
I see what you're saying. So the community type stuff's where you do all your lure testing to see what they're interested in biting. Yeah. But the smaller schools and stuff that you don't want anybody to know about, you just kind of idle over them and never make a cast.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I mean, I can pretty much look at them on my structure scan and side imaging and I can tell what size fish are in those schools too. So if I know they're biting on these schools, they'll bite the same baits on these kind of schools too. So that's pretty much how I do it.
You've been involved in practice here about a day and a half. How have things been so far?
It's been good. I mean, I've covered a lot of water, but I've got anywhere between 30 and 40 schools right now. A lot of them are, you know, schools everybody else are fishing too, but I think I got a handful that are, you know, people aren't going to be fishing, so it ought to be a fun event.
Sounds good. Like I said, you're looking for a fresh name, putting your picks for the tour this week on Kentucky Lake. Check this guy out, Michael Wooley.